Senior finals, Tavia Clark, daughter of Megan and Ryan Clark. Senior final, Lily Cooper, daughter of Kobe and Rebecca Cooper. Senior final, Sydney Stredback, daughter of Jason and Melanie Stredback. And Haley Wilson, daughter of Shane and Megan Wilson. Our senior pep band member, Donald Curtis, son of Jody and Susan Curtis. Again, our senior pep band member, Donald Curtis, or Donnie Curtis, son of Jody and Susan Curtis. And now for our senior basketball players. Number 2, Traeger Shumway, son of Nick and Peggy Shumway. Number 5, Cole Harris, son of Clayton and Becky Harris. Number 10, Braden Hess, son of Nate and Cindy Hess. Number 12, Dave Hammond, son of Fairland and Mike Hanson. And number 20, Jake Priestley, son of Dave and Amy Priestley. We'd also like to thank our coaches, Kyle Larson, Matt Shumway, Brent Knapp, and of course head coach Tyler Jones. We'd also like to recognize Josh Blaisdell, our scouting coordinator, trainer David Allred for all their help this year. Our administration, Superintendent Mark Gee, Principal Russ Lee, Assistant Principal Clint Perry, and Athletic Director Brent Knapp. Thank you to everybody who helped make this season a success. We'd also like to remind fans in attendance that face covering is required. We'd also like to shout out the House of Pop for the cold drinks on the scores table.
This is nice. Just don't.
Just the scores table?
I don't want to hit Molly.
It's the important people, yeah.
I did not hit Molly right and I didn't want to. It's like this, you all don't need a drink. I heard you say that. Well, I don't need a drink. Graving up. All right, I'll be a silly little fishing up there.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Coming on the air just a few minutes late as it's senior night tonight, as they just held the senior ceremony out on the floor for all of the basketball players and cheerleaders and band members and as such. Ben, it's time to get down to business here tonight, as the Preston Indians tonight will play host to the Burley Bobcats. Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller, John Slaughter on camera tonight on our video feed on mylocalradio.com, and John Beverly back in studio this evening, keeping us on the air. We thank him for that. But the Preston Indians come in tonight's game with a 14-6 overall record. They're 3-1 to win the conference, thanks to their win at Century in their last game, as they take on the Bobcats here tonight. The Indians have also won 5 straight games, which matches their longest winning streak of the year. Preston has also won 9 of the last 12 games in which they've played in since the calendar flipped over to the 2021 year. For Burley, they're 8-11, 8-4 in conference. They sit in 4th place in the Great Basin 7 coming into the game tonight. They lost last night at home on their senior night against the Century Diamondbacks. So for Burley, it's the back half of a back-to-back game. Lyle Fuller joins us here on the broadcast tonight. Preston's been playing very well the last few weeks, and it really showed the other night with a win at Century.
Yeah, that was sure a huge one, and I know we covered that on the air previously, but what a big win to be able to host in the district tournament. Now you step out of district right here at the end of the season. Interestingly enough, you kind of take a breather before next week you really get into it, but a good Burley team comes in tonight, a good continue to have a tune-up, a keep it rolling kind of game, keep momentum going kind of game, and hopefully the Indians can come out with the win just to keep that momentum going.
It's senior night as 5 members of the Preston Indians play their final regular season home game tonight. And of course, we're talking about the recent transfer, Traeger Shumway, Cole Harris, Braden Hess, Gabe Hammonds, and Tate Priestley. The 5 seniors who make up the senior portion of the roster. And for a lot of those guys, those are going to be tough guys to say goodbye to.
Yeah, boy, they've been part of a great tradition and a great program here. Of course, Cole Harris started last year on a state championship team, and this year's seniors are hungry. Coach Jones has talked about that before with this group coming in. They have something to prove. They feel like it's their turn to shine, and now they want to see what they can do.
We mentioned the win at Century. The best part about that is that makes the Preston Indians conference champions, which means they get home court advantage for the district tournament, which you mentioned gets underway next week.
Yeah, as close as these 3 teams are in the district, I think that's just huge to have that home court advantage.
Absolutely.
And you get to know who you're playing, right? Because Pokey and Century will play first. You get the winner here, and it gives you a chance to get a little bit of extra rest, which doesn't hurt this time of year with guys usually a little bit banged up with ankles or wrists or different things. So a little extra rest is not a bad thing either.
Tonight's the second game of the year against the Bobcats. Preston opened the season at Burley. The Indians down the Bobcats that night 54-49. Tonight is also the 35th time they'll play head-to-head dating back to November of 2005. Preston leads the all-time series 20-14, including wins in each of the last 8 games in a row head-to-head against Burley. The last win for the Bobcats came way back in December the 20th of 2016, a 12-point win that night.
Yeah, a much different Burley squad. Of course, Coach Whiting moved on after his son Jace graduated. Jace was an outstanding player that signed with Boise State. So no Whitings on the boys' side. They're still there on the girls' side, but a lot of different players, different outlook, different coach. But still, Burley's got a good basketball tradition there, and then they've improved over the course of the year. You mentioned that they've got 8 wins in their district, so they're a team that's been getting better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a look at your scene center for tonight, brought to you by Chem-Dry of Northern Utah. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll spend a few minutes. We'll talk to the head coach, Tyler Jones. I have a few words for us on this senior night as they get ready to take on the Burley Bobcats. We'll talk to the coach right after this.
CH, my local radio.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Tyler Jones, our guest, before we take on the Burley Bobcats here on senior night. It's kind of hard to believe it's another regular season here and gone.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we played them the first game of the season out there, and now we are here, game 21 at our place. So, yeah, I'm sure both teams have changed a lot and you know, gotten better, and it should be a good test, you know, to end the regular season tonight.
It's senior night, and I know it's not the last game you're going to see your five seniors, but certainly for the last game they're going to play here at home of the regular season. You know, it gets to be a little bit of a bittersweet time to have to say goodbye to some of these guys.
Yeah, you know, for 4 years you get to see them, you know, grow and develop, and you know, on the court and off the court, and go from young men to, you know, almost, you know, graduating from high school and moving on in life. So they've been a great bunch, you know. Cole and Gabe last year played varsity as well and were part of the success we had, and then this year you bring in a few new guys. Hess, you know, played some last year, and then Traeger and Tate. So they've been a fun group this season, and you know, as the season's gone on, I feel like we've gotten better, and they've become more, you know, united and as a team. That's what it takes, and we're excited where we're at, and hopefully we can finish the season on a strong note.
You come off a big emotional win in your last game out on the floor at Century. Well, the guys played very well.
Yeah, you know, that's what you want to see on the road in a big district game with, you know, home court on the line. I thought our kids really showed a lot of toughness, especially on the defensive end, and went into a tough environment, and they battled through adversity, and each quarter kept fighting and was able to get a huge win. And that's why tonight it's one of those games that you can't let the emotions of senior night and all that get to you. You gotta keep playing. Right now we're about momentum, and we want to keep that confidence and momentum going into the district tournament next week.
You talk about emotions of senior night, but then again, you don't want to have an emotional letdown coming off that big win at Century.
Oh, for sure. And Burley, they're a solid team. They're right there in their conference. Them, Minico, and Twin are all the same, 8-3, 8-4, and they're fighting. They get 2 berths to state this year, and they're a team that is right in the mix. So, it's a game for sure. We got to come out ready to play. We need a good start, and can't afford to have a letdown.
You mentioned that we opened the season against Burley. It's been a while since we've seen them. What do you remember about the first game of the year that you might be able to use tonight?
Yeah, they're a really good defensive team. They help well. They have really good help side defense. They'll pressure us full court, man to man, and they have a couple of quick guards who can really hound you. So we're gonna have to do a good job taking care of the ball tonight. And then they got a couple of shooters out there. They hit a bunch of threes. Number 2, Orthman, he had 17 out there. He can really stroke it. And then the little Page, the little number 13 point guard, he can really shoot it. So they're dangerous. And then their big kid has really come on late in the year, and he's kind of been their leading scorer. So they kind of have a little bit of everything, and they'll be tough to defend.
If I remember correctly, they like to show pick and roll a lot too inside.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that lately. Century does it too. But continuous ball screens up top, pick and roll to the big kid, and then their other big can step out and shoot it. So they'll be a handful, tough to guard, and we're going to have to mix it up, hedge. We're going to have to trap some on those ball screens, just try to give them some different looks to see what's more effective.
Hopefully it'll come out well in the end, and we'll talk to you again after the game. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tyler Jones, head coach of the Indians. Take a timeout. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
This month, our nation celebrates 2 great presidents. At West Motors, they celebrate February with their President's Day event all month long. This month, you'll find prices we're celebrating on all Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles at West Motor in Preston and Logan. Pricing so low, you'll want to stand up and salute. March on in and feel the power of a Ram, the comfort of a Chrysler, the dependability of a Jeep, and the family-friendly Dodge vehicles. Celebrate with win-win deals all month long during the President's Day event at West Motor in Preston and Logan.
No winner on Wednesday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We get back together on Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll raise the jackpot up by $5, and that'll make the jackpot worth $110 coming up for Thursday morning. Be listening for me to call out that winning 4-digit lucky number as we try to make a winner out of somebody on a Thursday morning. $110 up for grabs. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For farm, auto, home health, and life from Mutual of Enumclaw, nobody cares like we do. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State, Suite A.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here at Preston Gym. Time for a look at Lyle's keys to the game.
Yeah, you know, Coach talked about in that interview, Dan, they like to pressure and full court press and get up on you. So avoiding turnovers, I think, will be a big key for the Indians tonight. Make sure every possession ends with a shot on goal instead of a turnover, the guys going the other way. Then on the other side, defensively, box out and rebound. Keep them to one shot. I think if the Indians can do that, like their chances to come out with a win here tonight.
Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. It's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street here in Preston. Other games going on around the area tonight. Blackfoot is at Pocatello. Idaho Falls is at Skyline. North Gym is taking on Grace. Marsh Valley goes on the road. They're at American Falls tonight. Shelley will be at Hillcrest. Twin Falls goes to Jerome. Highland of Pocatello goes to Madison this evening. Canyon Ridge will be at Mountain Home. Sugar Salem is at Teton. Rigby is at Thunder Ridge. And Minico travels up the mountain as they go to Wood River tonight.
Well, a lot on the slate tonight. That's a lot.
that is a lot of games. And we have, of course, have a great one here for you tonight from Preston Gym. It's the Indians and the Burley Bobcats. For now, we invite you to stay tuned. All the excitement of Preston Indian basketball is coming up next.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indians basketball. The Indians have won 4 Idaho State 4A titles in the last 5 years and look to keep building on what has become a championship tradition. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
We welcome you back here to Preston Gym as the Preston Indians take on the Burley Bobcats tonight as they're announcing the starting lineups out onto the floor. As for Burley tonight, it is Jared Orthman. And we'll try to get you caught up with the other ones here as we missed them here as we're trying to get us on the air here after the break. Time to meet the starting lineup tonight for the Preston Indians. 5 seniors in the lineup tonight. As The Indians will give the starting lineup tonight. It'll be the 5 seniors. It'll be Traeger Shumway, averaging right at 5 points a game. Cole Harris will also get a start here tonight. Cole starting tonight, completing 2 consecutive years in the starting lineup for the Indians, averaging 12 points a game. Braden Hess will be in the middle, as he averaging right at 10.5 points a game. Gabe Hammonds, who averaging 15.5 points a game. He's the team's leading scorer. His high point game this year was in the season opener. He had 25 against Burley. And Tate Priestley will start tonight as well, averaging right at 3 points a game. His high point game tonight was against the Valley View team earlier this year in the Boise trip, but he had 10 points in that game. But Priestley, who's been hurt on and off on the year, when he has got in there, his minutes have been very valuable.
Yeah, it's good to see all the 5 seniors get a start tonight, and all 5 are contributors in the rotation anyway, so good look there. And Dan, the other starters for Burley, they've got 11, Connor Judd, a 6'1 senior wing. Ethan Smith, number 12, a 5'10 guard. Stockton Page, number 13, a 5'8 guard. And Klopfer, their center, 32. He's a 6'4 junior.
So Braden Smith will jump center here for the Indians. Adam Kofler, the junior, for the Burley Bobcats. Preston beat Burley earlier in the year. They've won 5 straight, and they come in with a record of 14-6 overall on the year. They're ready to play some basketball here from Preston Gym tonight, as it's Hess to control the control the opening tip, as he tipped it to
Shumway.
Shumway has it. Top of the key, back down low on the block. He comes to Hess. Turns inside. His shot too strong there. Battles for the rebound. It's Ethan Smith on the bottom of the pile, and they'll call it a held ball, and it's going to go to Burley.
Yeah, Hess with a good look at it. They did not bring in the double team in the post, and he went one-on-one with Klopfer, just couldn't get the shot to fall.
So Preston will show full court pressure here right off the bat. I'll tell you what, the students are in full voice tonight here on senior night. Orthman gets it across as it goes to Stockton Page. Doesn't quite get to the timeline. Now they get it up in the front court into the right corner. Comes back outside to Orthman. Orthman had 17 in the first game against Preston. 3 shots that he made from behind the three-point arc. And he throws it right to Shumway. He tried to throw it inside, and he hit Shumway right in the chest with it.
Thank you very much. And off the other direction.
Comes right back to Priestley, now back outside to Shumway. Minute gone here in the first quarter. Nobody has scored as of yet. Harris down low to Hess, who lost a little bounce pass inside. It's picked up by Ethan Smith back up in the front court. As it comes to Orthman on the right side. Back across the top of the key. Looks into the corner. Doesn't get a shot there. Comes back outside to Page. Stockton Page looks again. Whip it back over on the left side again. Back over to Smith. Now they drop it down low to Kofler. Turns in the paint. That shot is short. Cole Harris up high for the rebound. Here come the Indians all the way. Lay it back to Hess. Goes up against Kofler. Lay it in and count the bucket.
There we go. Maybe Hess just needed to go left-handed like he did on that one, and he lays it in.
Foul's going to be called on Ethan Smith. Draws his first foul in the first against the Bobcats as a team. So here's Hess at the free throw line, averaging 10.5 points a game, and makes the three-point play. And Preston leads 3-0. Hess is 75% free thrower on the year. Preston has been shooting very well from the line of late. They've got their average back up to 71%. In the corner, that's where Judd is. Can't get a shot, so he'll bring it back outside to Page. Page back to Judd. Again, can't get a shot. And he'll again bring it back outside to Page, top of the key. Page runs the offense from there. Comes to Orthman, free throw line extended right. Tries to drive back to Page. It goes in the right corner, who dribbles out of the corner. Now wants to penetrate down the middle. Shot may have been partially blocked by Hess. Taken out of the midair. Get it back to Harris. And
they're going to get Cole for a charge.
Charging foul against Cole. Looked like a pretty good call.
Yeah, the shot went in, but it'll be waved off with the charge.
So First one on Cole. Again, full court pressure put on by Preston. As Page gets it back up into the front court to Orthman. Now Kofler pops out to get it. It comes back to Orthman again. Orthman directs traffic as he gets back across the top of the key. Gives it over to Page. Page comes back across the top of the key. Back to Orthman. He looks at a three and hits it.
Yep. Yeah, we know he's a shooter. You can't just let him pop him all night long out there.
As we mentioned, he hit 3 of those in the first meeting of the year between the two teams and finished with 17 points. Backdoor flash by Hammonds. Then he stopped, but Harris thought he was going to go through with it and threw the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, just one of those miscommunications.
So we're even at 3. 2.5 minutes into quarter number 1. As McCray Mort into the game here for the Bobcats. As they get it up along the sideline, off the hands of Judd, and it goes out of bounds.
Good job, Shumway and Priestley out there causing the turnover at the point of a three-quarter court trap.
Now, Coach Jones told me he was going to start the seniors, but he didn't know how long they're going to play as he starts to rotate some of his regular starters back into the game. Roberts and Brecker Knapp into the game. Here, 3 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Harris in the corner, it goes to Knapp. Back down on the block, it goes to Hess. Has it poked away from behind, has to slide to get it. It goes to Hammonds. He looks at a three and hits it. Gabe Hammonds in that 25-point game that he had, he made 4 threes in that game. That was a shooting contest between he and Orthman in that game at Burley to open the year.
Well, good to see him knock his first one down very confidently. Hess with the assist from the seat of his pants on that play.
Mort has it right in front of the Preston bench on the right side. Tries to get it into Koffler, can't. Comes to the right elbow, now tries to drive down the middle. Little floater in the lane, no good. And the rebound is off to Brecker Knapp. He gives it to Cole Harris. Runs it back up into the front court, all the way over Koffler. Gets the soft bounce in the hoop. And a timeout called by Burley as they trail 8-3. Preston leading with 4:14 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
KACA.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame show, Lyle, that Burley likes to really show and run a lot of pick and rolls. They haven't done it yet, as Koffler really has stayed down low under the basket, hasn't really popped up yet.
Yeah, and Preston's kind of turned the tables with this full court press to slow them down and kind of try to get them out of their offense. I should say speed them up and get them out of their offense.
Koffler has it. Cross court pass comes back over to Page. Back up top, it comes to Orthman again. Page on the left side, brings it back across the top of the key, back to Orthman. He's got another three, that one's too long. And a foul inside. Foul's gonna go against Burley, who they get?
11, yeah, Wood. Or Judd.
Connor Judd, that'll be his first. As Cole Harris ended up on the floor trying to pull in the rebound. As it'll be Trevin Von Starmaker into the game for the first time as Burley shows full court man-to-man defense. Roberts gets it up into the front court, still showing that man. Comes to Hammonds, drives left baseline, tries to flip it up in the air, lost it as it's picked up by Mort, driven all the way, lay it up and in. McCray Mort with the hoop.
He missed it. He missed.
Oh, he missed it.
Yeah.
It came out quickly up the floor as it comes to Hammonds. Didn't miss that one. He's got 5. Preston up 10-3. Mort has it in the right corner, tries to get it inside as Farstermaker had it poked away from behind by Hess. Stays with Burley underneath the basket.
Good start here for the Indians, Dan. I like the energy and obviously like the score, but just like the way they're playing. Good energy and good hustling defense.
So lob it inside as it comes to Koffler. Back outside again to Orthman. As they tried to get it back to Koffler, the pass was intercepted and they throw it back to Burley. Hess tried to get it, but he was in traffic. Koffler, the 10-foot jumper from the right side, that's no good. Knapp up high for the rebound. to Harris, up into the front court. Cole spins baseline, tries to throw it cross court, and it's picked off. And again, they go to Mort down the floor, and it's blocked from behind.
Spectacular block.
Mort tried to slow down to make sure he didn't miss this layup, and allowed Brecker to catch up. Another timeout here with 2:52 to play. Timeout called by the Indians. We'll be right back.
KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH.
Mort to bring it in under his basket, gets it in as it comes to Orthman. Inside, Kofler turns in the paint, drop step, finally gets a shot around Hess, but he missed it. Harris has the rebound. Cole pushes up into the front court, back to Hammonds. Drives, gets cut off, comes to Hess from the right elbow. Good.
Great little shot there from Braden.
12-3. Preston trying to run him out of the gym early. As Mort has it in the backcourt, quickly up into the front court, it comes to Fenstermaker. Down low, finally got it to Kofler as he hits the layup. That breaks a scoring string of 7 in a row by the Indians and makes it 12-5. As it comes back outside, Roberts has it. He wants to drive, spin in the paint, get it down low to Harris on the left block. Turning inside, shoots over Fenstermaker. It's short, and Orthman has the rebound. Here come the Bobcats in a hurry. Get it back inside. Kofler, nice pass, and he makes the layup.
Yeah, a little bit of ball watching on defense in the transition that time. You got to keep your eye on the man, too.
Back-to-back layups for Kofler, makes it 12-7. As they look to find Hammonds trying to go back door. Gets caught up there with Mort, puts it up and in. He's fouled by Mort.
Gabe showing good strength there to power up through Mort, who is all over him defensively.
Hammonds with 7 points here in the first quarter will go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play. McCray Mort drawing his first foul. That's 3 on Burley here in the first quarter. As Hammonds, the best free throw shooter on the team, drills that. He has a total of 8, and Preston leads 15-7. As it comes to Mort in the backcourt, again the Indians show full court pressure. Quickly they get it up the sideline. It comes to Kofler. As Kofler has it poked away from behind by Cole Harris. It'll stay with Burley. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North First West here in Preston. On the inbounds pass as it comes to Orthman. Get it back over to McCray Mort on the right side. Looks inside, can't get it inside where he wanted to go, so he'll give it inside to Fenstermaker instead. Back in the corner to Orthman. Now they get it into Kofler. Wants to drop step, shoot over the top of Hess. It's too strong. Harris with the rebound there for Preston. Ahead to Hess. Big man running the floor and lay it in.
Boy, good defense on one end and the layup on the other end for Hess. Great job.
Pass to Fenstermaker, had him falling into the Preston bench, and it's a turnover, and the ball comes back to Preston again. Yeah, the big man's going to run the floor. You got to get him the ball.
Yeah, that was a tough catch, too. Picked it up off his shoelaces and laid that thing in.
Roberts into the front court. Comes to Hammonds, looks at the three, doesn't take it. Drives baseline, draws a crowd. Get it back outside to Roberts again. Pulls up. Shot from the left elbow was no good. As Hess tried to keep it alive, they strip it away, and it comes back to Burley. Mort back up into the front court. As he'll pull the ball back outside. Look down the middle. Kofler rolls to the basket. As back outside, he comes back to Orthman. Over on the left side, they'll bounce it down on the left block, and a foul before the shot. No basket. As they're going to get Hess pushing from behind. That'll be the first
off that low post position. Yeah, they got him that time.
That'll be the first on Braden. Second on Preston as the team. As Adam Kofler is going to come to the bench.
Yes, kind of breathing hard. He's been having to hedge and then kind of show and recover on those screens. You get out of breath, you run around that much.
Yeah, he's been really busting it up and down the floor, especially running down to the offensive end. As it comes to Mort, he'll bring it back to the top of the key. They swing it back over to Finstermaker, runs over, charging. He ran over Hammonds, who drew the foul. So Finstermaker draws his first foul. That's 4 already here in the first half against Burley.
Well, you got to hurry, 6 seconds. Whoa.
Preston with a 10-point lead, 2-1, down low to get it to Knapp, put it up and in to beat the clock. Brecker Knapp beats the clock, and Preston will lead by 12 as we go to the break. After 1, Preston 19, Burley 7, second quarter coming up right after this.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Tyler Jones goes to the bench to start the second quarter. You can look at the score, 19-7. Preston leads by a dozen. Shumway will come back in to start the second quarter. Also Rhett Larson into the game, as is Drew Jones, the freshman. Shumway to Hammonds on the left side, wants to drive, pulls up, shot is a little short. They battle for it inside, but it's pulled down there inside by Finstermaker. Get it back outside. Page has it back up into the front court. Comes around the screen, gets it back over to Connor Judd. He'll pull up for a 3 and hit it.
Yep. Kind of a missed assignment. Judd gets wide open and buries it, makes the Indians pay.
Judd had 4 points in the first meeting of the year, way back in the season opening game. Hammonds on the right side, comes to Harris, back to Jones, top of the key. He'll go back over to Shumway now on the right side. Shumway will pull it back out. Larson comes to set the screen. Shumway rubs off his man, takes it all the way to the hoop, can't get a shot. Back outside to Hammonds. Gabe wants to drive, gets cut off, back outside to Shumway. He says, oh, what the heck, I'll take it. He shoots the 3 and it rattles in and out. As Rad by a push from behind and a foul, as this is going to go against Larson.
Yeah, Red in there hustling after the loose ball, couldn't come up with it.
So Preston starts the game tonight, 14-6 on the year. And they're in the midst of 6 straight 20-win seasons. Now there still is a chance that Preston could win 6 in a row, or to make it to 20 wins. As Page missed the layup inside, Larson with the rebound. Quickly back up in the front court as it comes to Jones. Drew, top of the key, can't get a shot. He'll give it back to Shumway. Shumway spins, turns, comes to Harris at the free throw line. Give it back to Hammonds. Gabe driving, finds himself in a crowd, and he travels. So for Preston to make it to 20 wins, they need to win 6 games. Well, including tonight's game, and figure they're going to win 2 games and advance or 3 games rather than advance in the district tournament, plus 3 games at state. They win out the rest of the year. That would give them 21 wins. So there's a very slim margin of error.
Yeah. Boy, what an accomplishment, though, all those 20-win seasons in a row.
Yeah,
he just threw it away.
Throw it back in the backcourt, and that's going to be a backcourt violation as Mort had it slip out of his hand and went back in the backcourt.
Yeah, looked like it just slipped. Maybe got sweaty or something there.
Max Stoddard trying to say that Preston touched it, but the officials aren't buying it. So it'll go back to the Indians as Harris will get it into the backcourt as it comes to Shumway. Shumway works against Page and runs the ball back across the timeline. Hesitation, gets it back to Knapp in the corner. Brecker drives into the paint. Can't find a shot there. So a little drop step. Now he puts it up and hits it. Brecker's got 4.
Glad he stayed with it. He had the size advantage over McCray there. Or Mort, rather.
11-point lead for the Indians. It's 21-10. Page up into the front court. Page pulls up, top of the key. Can't get a shot there, so he'll give it back to Ethan Smith. Smith comes around the screen. Harris cuts him off, but Harris reached him in the foul. So Cole's going to draw his second. That's 4 now on each team with 5.5 to play here in the first half. As Adam Kofler comes back in.
And Hammond's back in. And
Hammond's back in, with the exception of McCray Mort. It's the starting lineup back in the game here for Burley. Over in the corner comes to Smith. Can't get a shot, looks inside, nothing there. Goes the opposite way of the screen. Now he comes back to Preston, switches, and he comes back over here on the near side, back to Page. Page forces his way inside, tries to lay it off. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Indians as the officials say it's off Connor Judd and out of bounds. Second quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home here in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. 21-10 Preston with 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Hess top of the key. We'll give it off back to Shumway. Shumway wants to drive to Jones in the left corner. Back to Shumway now as Jones yells out instructions to call the play. Shumway around the screen. Back to Hammonds. 3 from the right side. No good. Knapp up high to get the rebound. Back to Jones. Drew can't get a shot. Dribbles it as far as the right elbow and gives it to Hammonds. Hammonds holds there. Now it comes back over to Shumway. Knapp pops out to receive the ball. Back to Hammonds in the right corner. Gabe comes back to Knapp. Good deliberate ball handling here by the Indians. Man goes down. Brecker wide open, doesn't take the shot. Gives it back to Hammonds again in the corner. They'll bring it back out top to Shumway, and they'll set up the offense again with 4:10 to play in the quarter. As it comes back to Jones. Jones will go back to Hess, standing just outside the three-point arc. Hammonds has it. Try to get it inside to Knapp. That was knocked away as Connor Judd fronting him inside. Comes back outside to Jones. Now to Hammonds again. Comes around the screen, back to Hess. Hess wants to drive, can't, gets cut off, gives it outside to Jones, back to Knapp. Top of the key. Swing it over to Shumway. Still can't get a shot from there as he wants to drive back to Hess. Hess looks inside, nothing there. Hammonds has got another look at a 3. This one's good. Hammonds with his second 3 of the game, and it's 24-10. Hammonds has 11 here in the first half. Kofler wants to drive on Hess, spins inside, shoots over him. Nice work of the glass as Kofler banks it in.
Oh yeah, somebody got it poked away from him, and they're calling white ball. Okay.
He poked away down low. It rolls out of bounds. It'll stay with Preston. Roberts comes back in again for Shumway as Ethan Smith will leave. Yeah. And Jarrett Orthman back into the game, number 2 in black. Preston leads by 12, 24-12 with 3:16 to play here in the first half as they bring it into Jones. Drew looking over to Pops, gets some instructions, gives it over to Roberts, can't get a shot. Bring it back out top to Drew. He'll take the long 3 from straight away, just a hair too long as Orthman chases it down in the corner. Whips it up into the front court as it goes to Judd. Judd pulls up. Cross-court pass. McCray Mort can't get the shot. Good defense by the Indians as they're able to get back to nullify the break as it comes back to Orthman. Orthman comes back here to Stockton Page on the right side. Page comes back around the top of the key, drives down the middle, whips it back over in the corner, back to Orthman again. Kofler from the left elbow, that's no good. Drew Jones up high to grab the rebound, 2.5 to play in the first half. Jones back up into the front court, goes behind the back, now gets it back. As he works against Orthman, he'll force it inside. Hess wasn't ready for it, and Kofler takes it away as it comes back to Orthman. 2-on-3 as Orthman goes behind the back to get away from Jones, throws it up. That's no good. In fact, it was an air ball from about 5 feet as it comes back to Jones up into the front court. Defenders are back, so Preston's offense slows it down again as it comes to Hammonds on the left side. Back inside, Hess from 15, straight away, needs a roll, won't get it. There's Knapp with the rebound, blocked from behind by Kofler. Gets it back and he's fouled.
Good job by Brecker staying with that one after the first block.
Kofler draws the foul, his first. They'll count the basket, and Knapp will now go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. They haven't put the points up on the board yet. Now they do. Make it 26-12. Preston leads by 14. So here's Knapp at the free throw line. His 68%er on the year. And he missed it. But Hess is there with the rebound. As Tate Priestley into the game, looks away momentarily, goes right through his mitts and out of bounds.
Not too bad. Had a chance for a 4-point trip down the floor that time.
So it comes into Mort. Up into the front court, double teamed, tries to get rid of it, gets it out top to Page. 1:45 to play here in the first half. 26-12, Preston on top. As Page again with it, back outside as it comes back to Mort. Mort again cut off, can't drive, now he does. Gets it over in the court, back to Finstermaker back into the game. Now to Kofler again, he'll spin in the paint, kick it back outside. Page again can't get the shot, pulls up from 15 and it rolls in. Stockton Page with his first 2 points of the game, hits the little jumper from the free throw line. As Drew Jones is going to be back in here when the ball is dead for Preston, as the Hammonds has it in the right corner. Bounce it down low as it comes to Hess. Hess trying to back in on Kofler. Nice drop step, goes in. Kofler got a piece of it, back to Hess, put it up and in. Braden Hess stays with it. He has 9 here in the first half, and Preston leads by 14 again as we go under a minute to play in the first half. Whip it up into the front court as it comes to Kofler. Back outside as it comes back there to Orthman. Orthman will get it back outside again as it comes back to Page. Page again, Orthman top of the key. His three is again nothing but the bottom of the net. His second 3 of the first half, and he has 6 points. 25 seconds to play as Roberts gets it back up into the front court here for the Indians. Comes to Hammonds on the left side. Gabe wants to drive baseline. Gets cut off again and gets it back outside. Back to Roberts. Lay it off to Hess. Put it up and a blocking foul inside on Kofler. And that's going to be 2.
Hess having a really good, strong first half, Dan. Liked the way he went to the hoop again that time with good strength and balance.
Don't forget the Rouse Construction halftime report coming up in just a moment when we reach the end of the first half. As Braden Hess will go to the free throw line. He's 1 out of 1 from the line so far tonight. And he's up there with 13 ticks left on the clock, and he misses the first one. Connor Judd back into the game. They're going to take Kofler out and make sure he doesn't pick up his 3rd before the end of the half. That's smart coaching by Max Stoddard.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up that cheapie right at the end.
As Hess misses them both. As the rebound rather comes off to Judd. Quickly up into the front court. Orthman has it. Outside, Mort will launch a 3. Too long. Knapp has the rebound, and that's the way the first half is going to end as Hammonds can't get it away in time. And Preston with a nice second quarter as they go off into the halftime break, leading 28-17. The Ralph's Construction halftime report coming up. We invite you to stay tuned for that. It's on the way next.
KACH.
This month, our nation celebrates 2 great presidents. At West Motors, they celebrate February with their President's Day event all month long. This month, you'll find prices we're celebrating on all Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles at West Motor in Preston and Logan. Pricing so low, you'll want to stand up and salute. March on in and feel the power of a Ram, the comfort of a Chrysler, the dependability of a Jeep, and the family-friendly Dodge vehicles. Celebrate with win-win deals all month long during the President's Day event at West Motor in Preston and Logan.
That right there.
Hi, everybody. I was going to say, we've been laughing forever and ever and ever.
Not too long ago, we found ourselves.
Let me show Dan that picture.
Head here.
and remnants of all
What's
those
that?
chemicals trying to melt snow
Oh,
from
can you
last
pull that
year
out?
had our carpets looking
Don's
dull,
got a
dingy,
picture of him
and
playing
ugly.
ball with West
We
Side
called
with
for
this old ref, Gary Carlson.
Oh, yeah?
Let's just say he's much, much younger in this picture.
Not only do they clean our carpets, they got up all their home
That's Carlson in his younger days.
Oh my gosh. We should blackmail him.
Plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsize, no hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Welcome back. This is the Preston High School halftime report, the Ralph's Construction halftime report, as Preston leads 28-17. For those watching on mylocalradio.com, you're watching the Fidels march onto the floor as they get ready to perform here at halftime on senior night. You know, Lyle Fuller, we talked about Preston playing a real nice second quarter. Turns out they're outscored by a point in the quarter.
Yeah, great start in that first quarter, and they needed that lead. They still come into half, up double digits, but credit Burley for fighting back and playing well in that second quarter. They really tightened up their defense, Burley did in that second quarter.
You know, the game was tied briefly at 3-3. Preston then regained the lead, and they were never headed after that as they go off to the lead. They led by 12 at the end of the first quarter, and they lead by 11 here, 28-17 at the halftime break.
Yeah, I like the way the Indians came out and had a good start. Hammonds got off to a good start. Hess had a good first half. And those things all bode well, but now you have to come out and do it again for 16 more minutes to finish this one off.
Coach Jones has taken the opportunity. He's gotten just about everybody into the game so far here tonight that he has on the bench. He's probably gone 9-10 deep so far between the 5 seniors that started, and he's got some other guys in there so far as well. It's one of those nights. This is your last chance really to start getting guys tuned up a little bit for the district tournament, which starts next week.
Yeah, for sure, and experimenting with a few things. They had about 2 or 3 minute stretch where they were trying to get Brecker Knapp down on the post, for example, and those are things that you work on execution in game speed time, much different than practice, and that can come handy as you get into districts and hopefully the state tournament.
28-17, Preston leads. We'll look at the halftime stats coming up after this.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, let's look at the first half scoring sheet and see how we got to this point as Preston leads 28-17 for Burley. Here in the first half, McCray Mort had 2. Jared Orthman was 6 on 2 threes in the half. Connor Judd finished the first half with 3 as Ethan Smith played but did not score. Stockton Page had 2, and Adam Kofler also had 6 in the first half. Burley did not shoot a free throw in the first half, and they were 3 of 3 from behind the three-point arc.
Boy, that's huge to keep them off the free throw line. Good job there by the Indians. So, Dan, only 4 players scored. We got a lot of guys in the game, but only 4 scored for the Indians there in that first half. Gabe Hammonds gets 11. He knocks down 2 twos, 2 threes, and a free throw. Braden Hess with 9, including 1 free throw, 4 field goals. Cole Harris, 2 points. Slower start for Cole, but I think we'll see him come out strong in the second half. And then Knapp gets in for 6 points, and I've got Brecker for 6 rebounds as well. So great job on the boards for Brecker. Overall, the Indians go 10 out of 17 on 2-point field goals, so an excellent percentage there. 2 for 5 on threes, which is also good. Only 2 for 5 on free throws. I'd like to see a little improvement there. But overall, a good first half there for the Indians, and especially defensively holding Burley to 17. That's outstanding.
Exactly. So 28-17, and we'll take another timeout. We'll come back. The third quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Wanted to remind all the men listening tonight that Valentine's Day is coming up this Sunday, and Friday night here in Preston. It's Valentine's Night Out from 5:30 to 8:30. It's an event with food vendors, Valentine gift booths. It's a great place to take to support local businesses and still be able to pick up a great Valentine's Day gift. Anyone and everyone is invited. Husbands, sisters, wives, boyfriends, friends, anyone. Come out and enjoy the fun, food and shopping. It's at 325 East 600 South, Suite 300. That is the Rodeo Motor Complex right across the street from Bumgar's. As inside, it's Koffler who misses the easy layup, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Burley.
Yeah, that event sounds like a lot of fun. Hope he won't get a more open shot than that one all night, Dan. He just missed it. He was too open.
I would hope not. And then that goes through Kofler's hands, and it's going to be whistled dead as a little juice bottle gets loose out of the stands over on the far side. As they blow it dead, and they'll give the ball back to Burley.
Yeah, player safety issue, something on the floor like that. You got to stop it.
So here's Ethan Smith to bring it in, as he's able to give it into Stockton. Page as he would go back again on the left side, back to Smith. Top of the key, Connor Jones pops up there. His shot is no good. Roberts has the rebound for Preston. Here come the Indians on the run. Knapp has it down in the left corner, back outside to Roberts. Roberts will come back to Knapp again as they let the offense get set up. He looks inside, nothing there, so he goes to Harris. Tries to whip the pass back across to Hess, and Braden couldn't get his hands up fast enough.
Yeah.
A little too much mustard on that pass as it blew right through Hess.
Yeah, Cole looks over the bench and says, that was mine, I know. I'll do better next time.
Full court pressure here for the Indians as Page gets it up in the front court to Judd. Whip it back across court, down low as it goes back to Kofler in the right corner. Works inside on Hess. Tries to bump Hess a couple of times. Can't get a call, so he'll bring it back outside again to Page. Page gets cut off there by Knapp. Top of the key. Drives again, bounces it inside into a crowd picked up by the Indians. Harris has it. He'll leave it there for Roberts. Cole tried to kick that thing up, pick it up 3 or 4 different times like it was a snake, and he never did get control of it as it comes to Knapp. Down low to Harris. Inbound entry pass is knocked away from him. Picked up again by Burley up into the front court. Page all the way, lay it up and in.
Well, a nice layup by Page. Getting by the bigger guy, Knapp, trying to defend him.
A lot of running up and down the floor, and it took a minute and a half to finally score the first points of the third quarter. Harris back to Hess, wide open. He missed the layup. Got too far underneath and put it into the bottom of the rim. Lay it back to Kofler, knocked away, picked up here by Knapp. Brecker drives all the way, runs over a man, no call, and makes the layup. And a timeout called by the Indians. Wow, kind of surprised there was no call there, but timeout on the floor. We'll take it here as well and be right back.
KACH.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Welcome back. Burley has the ball. Preston leads by 11, 30-19. 6:09 to play in quarter number 3. Full court pressure again here by the Indians. As they get it up into the front court, Harris able to take it away. Cole all the way to lay it up and missed the layup.
He can't believe it. He thought about dunking it, I think, but just missed it over the front of the rim.
Page has it in the front court. He drives, kicks it over in the corner, threw it between 2 players, and they almost let it go out of bounds. So they get it back outside, back to Orthman. Comes around the screen. Picked up by Hess. Kick it back outside to Page. Looks inside. They get it inside to Kofler. Tries to back in on Hess. Turns in Hess. Can't get a shot. As again, they'll bring it back outside, back to Orthman again. Orthman comes around the screen. Kick it over in the corner. Picked up there by Smith. Ethan has it, tries to dribble out of the corner, get it back down low again to Kofler. Turns, shoots over Hess this time and banks it in.
Good defense, but a little fadeaway there. Was able to get it up and over the outstretched hand of Hess.
Kofler now with 8 and the lead down to 9 as Knapp has it in the right corner. Comes to Harris, Cole spins, reverse layup, good. He's not going to miss that layup. Cole now with 4 points in the game, and it's back to an 11-point lead again, 32-21. As they find Kofler down low, and my ball might have been deflected, and he mishandled it, and it was taken away again by the Indians. Harris down low, gets it back outside to Roberts. Harris bumped into Orthman, and he flew back like he got hit by a truck. Hammonds drives, top of the key. He'll pull it back off again as Orthman right on him. Comes around the screen set by Hess. Get it back outside to Roberts. Back down low inside to Knapp. Brecker in the paint, gets it up and in. Brecker's starting to play more like he did last year on the JV team, really starting to take control offensively as Judd tries to drive and gets cut off. Go ahead.
Yeah, great strong move there. Just showed that strength.
That's Stockton Page hits a three. That's his first of the night. And it's 34-24. Preston has the lead halfway through quarter number 3. Roberts to Harris. Cole, 15 feet straight away, kicks it over on the left side, back to Hammonds for another three. Gabe's got his third three of the night and has 14 overall in the game, as Page has it in the backcourt as the student section starts to pick up the noise again. Out top to Orthman. Orthman comes around the screen set by Kofler. Free throw line extended right. Now comes back across the top of the key again. Whip it back outside to Judd. Wants to drive down the middle. Instead, we'll put it back over in the corner, back to Page. Page wants to drive down the middle. His pass is intercepted by Knapp. Here comes Brecker, 2-on-2 with Roberts. Roberts all the way, put it up, and it is charging.
Boy, too bad. I liked how the Indians centered the ball to the point guard there in the middle of the floor on the break, but then Knapp just couldn't quite convert the layup.
Jones, Shumway, and Tyler Linhart into the game here for Preston. Hess, Harris, and Roberts all leave. 37-24. Preston leads by 13 with 3 minutes to play. As McCray Mort back in the game here for Burley as well. Full court pressure by the Indians as it comes to Mort. Mort gets it up into the front court. Back to Finstermaker. Drives baseline. Runs over a couple of guys. Gets it over to Kofler for the layup. Kofler's got 10 tonight, and it's 37-26. Shumway works against Page. Goes to Jones. Free throw line extended left. Looks for the offensive cutters to come through. Come back out top to Shumway. Napka pops out. He'll set the screen, but Shumway goes the opposite way of the screen to Jones in the corner. Can't get a shot. Pulls up from there. Hit it. The freshman Drew Jones hits his first shot. Makes his first shot of the night. And the lead back to 13. Finstermaker down low. That's kicked out of bounds on a nice kick save by Linhart.
What's been kind of a ragged third quarter. A lot of up and down in energy, but not a lot of scoring. The Indians still 13-point lead. Comes in as it comes back to Smith. He'll get it back. Page travel. Yep. They've been calling that for the last 3 years that I know of. Yep. And the Burley bench didn't really contest it. I think they knew it.
Preston's outscored Burley by 2 here in the quarter, 11-9 with 2:05 to play. Shumway working against Page, lost it. He's going to come back and get it. As it comes to Jones. Drew holding it out near the timeline. One bounce dribble comes back to Shumway. Tries to look inside. Instead he'll go to Linhart, top of the key. Tyler holds it there, back over to Hammonds. Fakes the three, drives, shoots over Mort and hits it. Hammonds has 16 tonight.
A really good night offensively here so far for Gabe.
That's just a little bit over his average on the year, as he's averaged 15.2 a game. Down low, blocked again by Knapp, and it's out of bounds. Kofler tried to go up with it soft, and Knapp came flying out of nowhere to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, great help defense. Knapp, not the primary defender, but left his man, comes over and swats it.
As the student section lets him know that he got swatted, as it is Judd back into the game for Kofler, who goes to the bench, as they'll get it in deep as it comes in there to Smith. Ethan holds it there. He'll come back over and give it to Orthman. Comes back across the top of the key. He'll lay it off to Judd. Looks at a three. No good. And Brecker Knapp has the rebound there for the Indians. That comes to Drew Jones up into the front court. Jones finds himself in traffic, so he'll pull the ball back out. After he hesitates, he'll give it over on the right side. It comes back to Hammonds. Back out top to Linhart. Inside, back to Knapp. Put it up, and he's fouled. So Brecker's going to go to the line to shoot a couple of more free throws. As the foul is going to go against McCray Mort. That'll be his second, and the second against Burley here in the second half with 59 seconds left here in the quarter. Brecker at the line with 10 points tonight. And the free throw is just a hair long. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery and deli items, and now sushi made fresh daily as well. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street here in Preston. Knapp's second free throw, that one is good. Brecker 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight and has 11 points in the game. The third quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop by and see them where you'll be treated like a friend right here in the city of Preston for all of your automobile needs. Mort brings it back over as it comes back to Orthman. Steps inside, can't get a shot. Back outside it comes to Judd. Back to Orthman. Back to Judd. He wants to drive down the middle, kick it off in the corner as it goes to Mike Miller just into the game. His shot is short, gets his own rebound. As it comes back outside, back to Mort, and a good hands there by Shumway as he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, Miller just comes in firing, nothing like right off the bench, and shoot a deep corner three. Didn't go.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter as it comes into Orthman. See if they try to hold on here for the last shot in the quarters. Mort has it, top of the key. Looks inside, nothing there. He comes back to Orthman, who glances up at the clock, now starts to back it back out with 12-11 on the clock. Mort looks inside, still nothing there. Back to Miller in the left corner, can't get a shot. Back to Mort with 6, with 5. Orthman from the corner for 3, no good. Rebound is inside. Finstermaker puts it back up, but that's going to be no good, and that's the way the quarter ends. 42-26, Preston leads. We'll go to the fourth right after this.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston Lady Indians back in action tomorrow night. They've reached the championship round of the district tournament. They'll be at Century tomorrow night. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off. If they should happen to win, the final elimination game, the do-or-die game, would be Saturday. That would be back here at Preston Gym at tip-off at 7 o'clock. Well, let's get through Thursday first and see if what happens there. So 6:45 tomorrow night, the Preston Lady Indians against Century tomorrow night, an elimination game in the district tournament. As Jones tried to get it to Knapp, it was knocked out of bounds as we start the fourth. As Jones will bring it back in again. Hess back into the game, has it way outside. Jones wants to drive, gets cut off by Page. He'll give it to Harris. Cole spinning. Back to Jones, looks at the three, gets cut off, so he'll step back and take the three and hit it. His first 3 of the game, and he has 5 tonight. And that makes the lead 45-26. Preston now extends the lead just a little bit more. Orthman, free throw line extended right for Burley. Whip it back across to Page as Kofler will be back in. Next time it's dead here for Burley. Back to Orthman on the right side. Goes in the right corner, back to Miller. Miller comes back to Finstermaker at the right elbow, tries to push and shove his way, and then throws a shoulder, but he's going to be good enough to get the foul out of it, as the foul's going to go against Jones. Problem with being a freshman playing on the varsity level is you don't get any respect.
No, and Drew probably gives up, 30, 40 pounds to Finstermaker there.
As the first one bounces around and falls out. Is that right? I have them. That is their first free throw of the night. And they make that one. So he makes 1 of 2. Finstermaker makes it 45-27. Preston leads by 18, and that little burst at the end of the quarter opened up the lead. Comes to Harris. He runs the ball up into the front court. Preston outscored them 14-9 in the third quarter. Harris in the corner wants to spin. Can't go down baselines. It gets cut off. Gives it to Hess. Now back to Harris.
Good.
Lay it back to Hess. Great give and go. Inside. Gets the basket and the foul.
You could just see that one develop, and Cole with a great find.
Foul goes on Miller. That's his first. And Braden Hess picks up his 10th and 11 points and goes to the free throw line to complete the three-point play, which he does. So he's got a dozen here tonight. And it's 48-27. Preston goes up by 21, their biggest lead of the game. Miller in the corner. Guarded there by Harris. Gets it off to Koffler. Can't get a shot as Hess cuts him off. Little wild hook shot is no good. Harris knocks it away from everybody, able to pick it up, and here he comes on the run. Inside again to Hess. Put it up and in. Hess was ready for that one. May be able to catch it and get the layup. As they drive again, Miller for three again, too long. There's Orthman standing all alone as Jones got lost on defense, and Orthman able to put it back in.
You got to get that box out on the weak side.
Orthman has 8, and Jones runs the ball up into the front court. Goes around the screen set by Brecker Knapp. Gets as far as the baseline on the right side, can't go any farther, so he kicks it back outside to Knapp. Now gives it back to him, and back to Knapp again. To Hess as he pops outside. Gets it down low, this time to Harris, the give and go.
Turnabout is fair play. That time assist from Hess to Harris.
52-29 as Preston now starts to finally get a little bit of breathing room here in the second half. As it comes to Judd, back out top, whip it back over to Orthman. Koffler at the elbow, back into Judd, now back to Page again, back to the top of the key. 5.5 to play, 52-29, Preston leads. Whip it all the way back to Orthman, short. I think Harris may have got a piece of that as Shumway has it up into the front court. 2-on-2 as it comes to Harris. Harris able to slow it down a little bit. In fact, he'll pull the ball all the way back out again. Orthman tries a little kamikaze dive from behind, and Harris draws the foul, a blocking foul here on Koffler.
On that last fast break, Dan, you would like to see your point guard do a jump stop around the free throw line. When you drive it all the way in, then you dish. You mess up the spacing with your guys running the lanes.
As Greg Ontiveros will check in, wearing number 21. Ontiveros is a 6'6" freshman as he comes into the game.
And Rhett Larson in the game, they played against each other in the JV tilt here earlier. They say, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again. I tell you what, Larson figured out in the JV game that he could body up on Ontiveros and move him around as Harris makes the free throw, and he'll now come out as Cam Hobbs comes into the game.
Yeah, a timeout here on the floor. So.
And a timeout with 5:12 to play, 54-29, Preston leads. We'll be right back.
KACH.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by our friends at Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. It's Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street here in Preston. Call 852-0810, 852-0810. So 5:12 to play. Preston leading 54-29, and change it all around for the Indians as they come back out of the timeout. It's Shumway, Larson, Jones, Priestley, and Hobbs on the floor. As they whip it back across, comes back to Page. He'll look at a three. It's too long. Jones will tip it to Shumway. As Drew will take the opportunity just to walk it up into the front court, and Ethan Smith picks him up at the midcourt stripe. Back to Jones, top of the key. Jones had a fakes going right and then brings it back left. Priestley up at the right elbow will give it back to Jones. Jones tries to go baseline on Miller and gets cut off there. Wants to get it back to Shumway, and he does in the corner. Shumway does run the baseline. Back to Hobbs. A three from the left side is no good. Long rebound comes back off to Jones. Jones has it again. Crowd wanted to reach and foul on Page. It comes back to Shumway. The runner in the lane is good. Shumway with his first 2 points of the game makes it 56-29.
Yeah, he'll probably come out for Roberts. That's his first points of the game, as you said, and I think he'll come out now.
Miller for three. That's no good. And the rebound taken down by Priestley. Yep, this is the time of the game where you start getting the ovations for the seniors.
Yep.
As Jones brings it back outside, comes back to Shumway, looks inside, lobs it into Larson. Nice catch by Rhett. As be a foul inside. It's going to go on Larson as he bodied up and kind of pushed off a little bit on Treveros to try to get the rebound. So Shumway out of the game. Roberts comes back in as 5 underclassmen on the floor here for Preston.
Well, but Priestley.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Priestley is a senior. My bad. 3:40 to play. Mort back up in the front court. To Miller, now back to Mort. 56-29, Preston with the lead. Don't forget, their next game will be a week from tomorrow night, next Thursday here, against the winner of the opening round game of the district tournament, as the three-pointer put up by Ethan Smith is good. So next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, Preston will play either Century or Pocatello. You want to make sure you go online and get your tickets for that one, as that one's sure to be a packed ruckus house that night as Roberts misses inside and a push off inside, as the foul will be on Roberts, and that'll be his second. Remember, you can go online to get tickets for the games. You can do that by going to phs.psd201.org. If you have any trouble, you can always call the office here at the school. Fenstermaker drives baseline, gets cut off, back outside as it comes to Smith. Can't get the shot over Jones, rubs him off on the screen, back to Fenstermaker on the left side, free throw line extended. Whip it all the way back over on the right side as he comes back to McCray Mort. Mort wants to drive down the middle. Fenstermaker from the left corner. His three is way too long. Trying to chase it down. Ball stays loose and picked up by Miller for Burley. Drives baseline as that'll be tapped by Larson and goes out of bounds. Here comes Tyler Linhart back into the game as Rhett Larson will leave. (56-32) as crowd goes nuts as Chevy Nelson starts to take his warm-up shirt off. They were chanting for Chevy, and the foul's going to go on Priestley. Tyler Linhart picks up his first.
Brent Knapp is pulling Chevy back, telling him what to do, and he goes in.
So
don't screw up, kid.
Here comes Nelson into the game, replacing Steve Roberts, and the place goes crazy. Nelson, the junior, obviously the crowd favorite of the student section. The second free throw here by Fenstermaker is good. As they get it up in the front court, Priestley in the corner, drives, lost control of it, taken away as Mort has it back into the front court. Mort 1-on-3, that puts it up, that's no good. Another missed layup tonight for Burley, as the foul is going to go on Fenstermaker in the backcourt. That'll be his second. 4 team fouls on Burley, 5 on Preston, 2:05 to play. As Jones walks the ball again up into the front court. Comes to Linhart. Linhart will give it back to Hobbs. Hobbs back to Priestley, wants to drive the baseline, gets down as far as the block, can't get a shot. So back outside, back to Hobbs, top of the key. Hobbs Standing and looking, and then loses it. Is taken away by Smith. As Smith drives and Hobbs from behind rips it away from him. But he draws the foul.
Frustration foul there. Good effort to block, but
the frustration caused by as he was looking over to the bench, Ethan Smith reached in and picked his pocket. Smith's free throw is no good. Preston by 23. It stays 23 as he misses both free throws. In the backcourt, here comes Jones again, 1.5 to play. Get it up in the front court to Linhart, to Priestley as he tries to cut. Oh, look out, as he runs in face first into Ontiveros. And the ball picked up by McCray Mort, back up in the front court. Mort gets it back, top of the key. Wants to penetrate, can't. There's Chevy Nelson pops out on him. Comes back to Fenstermaker in the left corner, wants to drive in the paint, shoots over the top of Linhart. That's no good. And it is Hobbs with the ball, gets it back up into the front court. 1 minute to play, loses it, has to go back and pick it up. Picked up as it comes to Jones, back outside to Nelson. Boy, the crowd wanted him to shoot. It's back to Hobbs again. Look for the roll, that's no good. As it comes back to Jones outside. Clock down to 45 seconds remaining in the game. Comes back to Hobbs on the left side. Nelson again doesn't shoot as Priestley broke toward the basket and Nelson threw it to where he was standing and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah. So trying to run the same plays with the backups largely, but the outcome determined now.
Yep, clock runs down to 30 seconds left. As here comes Smith driving in the lane, can't get a shot, comes back to Mort. Get it down low to Ontiveros, poked away from behind by Linhart and off of Ontiveros and out of bounds. Preston has the ball back with 21 seconds left on the clock. So Preston is going to improve their record. They're going to win their 6th straight, as they're going to go to 15-6 overall on the year. As Hobbs has it with 4, with 3. Don't want to shoot it, give it to Nelson, let Chevy dribble it out, which he does. So the final score here tonight, Preston wins it 56-33. A good effort all around by the Indians, much to the delight of the student section and all those here watching as you get a look at the final score. Preston wins it tonight by 23, 56-23. We invite you now to stay tuned. The postgame show coming up right after this.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
No winner on Wednesday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We get back together on Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll raise the jackpot up by $5, and that'll make the jackpot worth $110 coming up for Thursday morning. Be listening for me to call out that winning 4-digit lucky number as we try to make a winner out of somebody on a Thursday morning. $110 up for grabs. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard.
Well, welcome back here to the postgame show as the Preston Indians did pretty much what they wanted to do tonight, Lyle Fuller, as they were able to pick up a victory, keep their winning streak going, and pick up the win without any major injuries or problems headed into the district tournament that gets started next week.
Yeah, exactly right. Great night for the Indians from that perspective. They kept their momentum going, as you say. Really a great defensive effort against Burley tonight to hold them to 33 and come out ready for districts next week.
And something that was really became a theme for the Indians this year, and that was balanced scoring, as they have 5 players in the lineup with 5 or more points in the game, but still, the bulk of the scoring coming by the crux guys that you would expect it from, but still 5 or more with 5 points in the game is still fairly balanced.
Yeah, that's outstanding and bodes well for as you go deeper into the season and the postseason, hopefully, to be able to get different guys to step up every night and give you 15 or 20. It just makes you really hard to defend when you have different weapons, different guys who are capable like that. So good job again tonight from the Indians, and good to see Hammonds had a good night offensively. We're going to really need his outside shooting in district, so it's good to see that as well.
Yeah, Hammonds goes over his average again. So does Braden Hess with a good game inside. Brecker Knapp, I thought, probably may have been the biggest surprise of the game inside. His inside-out play is becoming stronger every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, he's been strong on defense and rebounding all year, but as the years worn on, he's gotten better and better on offense, and you saw that tonight. There were several times down where they ran plays for him in the post to try to use that strength, that athletic ability that he has to overpower a smaller defender and get it up on the rim. So, again, a good job by Brecker tonight, and he didn't start with senior night. He normally starts, but he didn't start tonight because of starting the 5 seniors, but came in and did a fine job.
And Preston again effective from outside, from the three-point area. 4 more threes tonight, especially 3 of those by Gabe Hammonds.
Yeah, Gabe hit that first one right off the bat in the first quarter, and that seemed to really get him going, and,
exactly.
And that was a good thing for the Indians offense here tonight.
Yeah, you can really tell when Gabe's feeling it when he goes out and he strokes that first shot like that and able to hit it. Got a question for you. If you overdone it on the sports field and having a hard time moving, well, Fellows Chiropractic can help you. If you feel like you need an adjustment or a massage, they have exactly what you need. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston. Call 852-2240, 852-2240. Waiting for Tyler Jones to come back out of the locker room. Before we get to that, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll look at the score sheet from the game. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACH.
This month, our nation celebrates 2 great presidents. At West Motors, they celebrate February with their President's Day event all month long. This month, you'll find prices we're celebrating on all Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles at West Motor in Preston and Logan. Pricing so low, you'll want to stand up and salute. March on in and feel the power of a Ram, the comfort of a Chrysler, the dependability of a Jeep, and the family-friendly Dodge vehicles. Celebrate with win-win deals all month long during the President's Day event at West Motor in Preston and Logan.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, as some of the student body and the folks here tonight start to file out, it's a happy crowd as they make their way toward the door as Preston wins it 56-33. We'll look at the score sheet for first for the Burley Bobcats tonight. McCray Mort off the bench had 2 points tonight. Jared Orthman had a pair of threes tonight for Burley and finished the game with 8 points overall. Trevin Fenstermaker, the junior, had 2 points tonight. Connor Judd had a total of 3. That was a three-point shot that he made in the first half. Ethan Smith had 3, also on the made three-point shot. Stockton Page finished the game with 7. And Adam Kofler inside before he got into foul trouble and ended up spending part of the time on the bench. He finished the game tonight with 10 points. And Burley, pretty good shooting from the outside tonight. They made 5 baskets from beyond the three-point arc. As part of their 33 points in the game.
Yeah, for the Preston Indians, Dan, of course, overall they put 56 up on the board tonight. A little below the season average, but not bad at all. Individual scoring, Gabe Hammonds, 16 tonight. He goes 3 for 5 on twos. He hits 3 out of 4 three-pointers and 1 for 1 from the line. Braden Hess knocks down 14 tonight. He goes 6 for 9 from the field. And did not take a 3, goes 2 for 4 from the line. And again, those 14. Cole Harris with 8, he goes 3 for 5 on twos, 2 for 2 from the line. Brecker Knapp with 11, he goes 5 for 6 on twos, 1 for 3 from the line. And Steve Roberts played tonight, did not score, he goes 0 for 2 from the field. Priestley played but did not score tonight, in fact did not attempt a shot tonight. Linhart played, did not attempt a shot. Shumway gets 2 points on senior night for the senior guard. He goes 1 for 1 from the field, 0 for 1 on threes. And Cam Hobbs got in. He goes 0 for 1 on threes, did not score. Larson played and did not score. Jones got 5 points tonight off the bench. He goes 1 for 1 on twos and goes 1 for 2 on threes. Overall, the Indians, great shooting night from the 2-point line. 19 out of 30, if I should say, from within the arc. Threes, they go 4 out of 7 and only 6 out of 10 free throws. Not a lot of free throws taken in this game by either team. The Indians 6 out of 10 tonight from the free throw line. So the Indians, they had about a 10, 11-point lead at halftime. Second half, they really came out and extended that out, did what they needed to do, and pick up that 56-33 win.
Look at the stat sheet tonight, brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, offering many options for all of your insurance coverage needs. 85 South State Street is where you can find them here in Preston. Stop in and get your competitive quote today or call 852-2500. That's 852-2500. Don't see anybody coming out of the locker room as of yet. Of course, here comes, as I say that, Gabe Hammonds makes his way out. Let's take our last break. We'll come back. I'm expecting Tyler Jones to be on his way out here shortly. We'll talk to the coach coming up, hopefully, right after this.
KACH.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality at
KACH.
And welcome back here again on the post-game show as the Indians able to win it tonight by the final score of 56-33. As I don't see Coach Jones coming out of the locker room, so let's move forward here, Lyle, and get some final thoughts out of you here tonight.
Yeah, the Indians, great night, holding Burley to 33. They'll need that kind of defensive effort and intensity. Doesn't matter whether it's Pocatello or Century in that first game of the district tournament. Whoever it is, the Indians will have to come out, play with that same kind of energy, intensity that we saw tonight. So you have to be happy if you're the coaching staff to see them build on what's been a really good end of the season. They get another win. And as we mentioned earlier, no injuries tonight. You march on to the district tournament.
You know, they've lost a game to Pocatello. They beat Century twice. Do you think there is a preference on who you want to play in that second game of the district tournament?
You know, I don't think so. They present such a contrast in styles, the size of Century versus the quickness and guards of Pocatello. I'm not sure who we'd rather face.
I'm not sure either. Maybe we should ask the man who has the plan to face them coming up next week as Tyler Jones joins us here on the post-game show. Congratulations, Skipper. Nice win.
Oh, thank you. We'll take it. You know, one of those nights it's hard. You got senior night and all the emotions come with that, and sometimes our focus isn't 100%, but you know, it was one of those games I thought we had some good stretches, but a little sloppy at times too.
Was that partly because you went purposely so far into your bench?
Yeah, I mean, just you get your routine and the rotations, and so it throws it off a little bit. Just they know when they're coming in and all that, and you're playing with different people, but no excuse. They're all at practice every day, and
right.
But it's just always a little different.
Tonight, I thought the defensive intensity was really good, and holding Burley to 33, obviously that's a good number score-wise, but I like the energy and the intensity, even if at times it got a little undisciplined or sloppy, but you had to be happy with that, I thought.
Yeah, I thought our defense was really good at times. They're not a bad team. They're right in the middle of their conference, battling for a spot to go to state, so they're tough to guard. The big kid, he's going to be a good player, and they got some good shooters. So I thought defensively we played well. I just thought we had offensively we're a little sluggish and a lot of turnovers.
Brecker Knapp stepped up and played very well tonight.
Yeah, and he's getting more comfortable down there, and you know, he's been a great defender, rebounder all year, and he's getting better down in the paint, scoring at the basket, and we need those extra points.
But he pops out and will play the point guard, and he's still very dangerous there too. At some point you can have to make a decision. Do you want him down low or do you want him outside?
Yeah. No, and that's what's so good is, you know, he can play any position. He can handle the ball. He can play the wing. If you get a mismatch, you can post him up, and it's just nice to be able to play him about any spot.
So you have about a week layoff now. Play a week from tomorrow, and you don't know if it's Century or Pocatello at this time, but you'll play the winner, right? So what do you do during this 8-day period of time to kind of keep guys' focus and energy up?
Yeah, a little different scenario now back with the 3-team district, but yeah, so they'll both play Tuesday night at Century, and then the winner will come here Thursday. So good news is we have a week to stay healthy, get healthy, and that way, but we want to stay sharp, so you know, tomorrow we'll probably go light after the game tonight and a lot of shooting and things, but then we'll probably each day kind of work on some of each of their stuff just to be ready for whoever we play.
Is there a preference on who you face in that second game, or does it matter?
No, they're both really good, and in my opinion, all 3 teams are good enough to go to the state tournament, and unfortunately only one will make it. So, you know, to make it, we're going to have to beat both of them or one of them twice, and we just got whoever it is, we'll be ready. And they both are different. You know, Century has the size, the bigs, and can shoot the ball, and then Pokey has the really good quick guards who can shoot, and so they're both different and unique in their own ways.
Right.
you get down to the end of the season and, guys get a little nicked up just as the season goes on. Any significant injury issues that you hope to kind of heal up in this last little week here?
Tate Priestley, all season, he started the season, he was sick, and then on the Boise trip, he hurt his knee. And so he missed 7 or 8 games with that, and it's just been bothering him ever since. And he went and got an MRI, and it's doubt he probably won't play much after tonight. He said they told him 3 weeks he's got to stay off it. So, so that'll hurt our depth a little bit, but other guys are going to have to step up and fill in.
We'll get you out of here on this. We talked about it a little bit during the game. You're on a string of 6 straight 20-win seasons. If you win out through the championship, you'll end up with 21 wins. Which one's more important, the 20-win season string or win another state championship?
Right now, I just want to make it to the state tournament. I would really take that. But no, this season's been fun. We've had a new group, and we've seen their ups and downs, their growing pains, and I like where we're at. 6 in a row going into the district tournament. We get to play at home, and this group, the one thing that they're not going to lack is their effort. They're going to play hard, and they're going to scrap and have a lot of grit, and that's what we want, and they're going to play their tails off, and I like our chances with what they can do, and we'll just take it a game at a time.
Well, congratulations on a great regular season. We head into the playoffs now, and we wish you the best of luck there, and we'll see you again. If not before, we'll see you next Thursday night anyway.
Hopefully we fill this place up again. We're happy to be playing at home for sure. So thanks for all you guys do.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. It's Tyler Jones with us here on the postgame show as the Indians able to win it again here tonight by the final score of 56-33. Let's go back and get again a little touch on a little final thought again from you here, Lyle.
Yeah, great wrap up to the regular season. We learned at the end that our JV went 19-2 this year. The varsity is on a 6-game winning streak, so you like to see that. You like to see, again, that momentum and building that program. And 4 new starters. You knew it was going to take a while to work 4 new guys into your starting rotation, and they've had some winning streaks, some losing streaks, but good to be on an upswing as you hit the district tournament.
We thank you for all you do, and we'll see you a week from tomorrow back here for the district tournament.
I can't wait.
That's Lyle Fuller with us here again tonight. As we mentioned, the district tournament starts 1 week from tomorrow. As whoever they play, whether it be Century or Pocatello, will have it for you here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH. And, of course, the video feed on mylocalradio.com. On that Thursday night, pregame show will be at 6:45. The tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. And remember, you can get your tickets online for that game. You can go to phs.psd201.org. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night as the Preston Lady Indians advance to the championship round in the district tournament as they'll go off to Century to face the Lady Diamondbacks. Full coverage again on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH. We'll also have an audio feed of the game on the internet at mylocalradio.com. That game, again, we'll start with the pregame show at 6:45 tomorrow night as well. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator has been John Beverly. Cameraman for our coverage on My Local Radio tonight has been John Slaughter. As we remind you of the final score, Preston wins at 56-33. Until next time, for Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for listening, and thanks for joining us tonight from here at Preston Gym. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.